Boy, they got NBA young boy, man. Shit is crazy. We gotta investigate this shit, yeah. Sunshine. Oh yeah, I gotta do it on Edge. All right, so our boy KB's got the scoop. Oh man. God damn. Okay, there it is. Let me make sure my shit's on here. Let me fix my goddamn VTuber. There we go. All right, we gotta fucking check this shit though. Our boy is he's cooked. He is fucking cooked. Why is it not? Okay, everything. Okay, I just need to play it then. Damn, they got the choppers. They got the cargo bob. That's crazy. Did so many missions with the cargo bob. Damn. More cargo bobs. Got 4 of them bitches.
All right, so today we got NBA Youngboy. Today is a good day to be a Youngboy fan. He's catching a rare W in his long legal battle. If you guys remember correctly, Youngboy was sentenced to 23 months in prison with 5 years of supervised release after he pled guilty to being a felon in possession of a firearm last September, which put an end to his legal drama that had been looming over his head since 2020. His plea deal that seen him getting 23 months came 4 years after he was first arrested with 15 other people for possessing over a dozen guns at a music video shoot in Baton Rouge. Now, Youngboy and his attorneys, they battled these charges in court over the course of 3 years before the case was transferred out of Louisiana to Salt Lake City, Utah, where he was living on house arrest. Youngboy had moved to Utah several months after he was arrested in connection to a statewide fraudulent prescription drug ring. He accepted a separate plea deal that allowed him to plead guilty to 2 counts of third-degree felony identity fraud, 2 counts of third-degree felony forgery, and 6 counts of misdemeanor unlawful pharmacy conduct. Right, so he had 2 separate cases that he was fighting. Anyways, he was eventually convicted of those and sentenced to, like I said, 23 months in prison. Well, today we're getting news that Youngboy has officially been released. At the beginning of this video, we seen a clip of helicopters flying away from the prison facility, military style helicopters. These are apparently the helicopters that was transporting Youngboy to where he was going. Now, most people learned about this news from DJ Academics, who posted this up. He said, I talked to OG3, NBA Youngboy is home and spending time with family. He has a curfew for 30 days and has to stay at a certain location. No doc, so he didn't put where Youngboy was going. He said, have some patience. Tour is locked in. Youngboy fans, get ready. Give him some time, though. We will give you more information when available. 2025 YB, right? And DJ Academics is somebody that Youngboy has maintained a positive relationship throughout the years. It's really like the only media personality that Youngboy has maintained a relationship with. So this is how most people found out about it, and not everybody believed it. Some people were still calling it a rumor, but OG3 did post over on his Instagram this right here. He said, uh-oh, my baby is back home. And I don't know, that's suspicious wording. I probably wouldn't have called him my baby. I might have called him like my baby brother or something like that. But he said, uh-oh, my baby is back home. All glory to God. Hashtag this the season. No more free top. He's home. And then he posted this picture of him and Youngboy hanging out. So this isn't a rumor no more. This is verified. Youngboy is home. Not to mention, we can actually see on his prison information right here that it says his release date is 3/24/2025, which was yesterday. All right, so it ain't a rumor. Young Boy has been released. He is free, and we did see him post a little clip, this one right here, where he was vibing to that new Cardi album. He was listening to it. He does look like he's in good spirits, which, I mean, you know, he just got out of prison. I would be in good spirits too if I was just released from prison. But I suspect that we can expect to see a lot of things from Young Boy this year. This news comes just days after it was announced that the RIAA has recognized Young Boy as the most successful rapper this decade. Right, and the RIAA is who certifies records gold, platinum, double platinum, diamond. Right, and when they updated their certifications here recently, NBA Young Boy is the rapper that has the most accomplished career as far as hit records in the entire last decade. He was acknowledged for having 8 platinum selling albums, which means they sold more than 1 million units. There's no rapper that has had 8 platinum selling albums come out in the last 10 years aside from Young Boy. His album AI Young Boy 2 was certified double platinum. Until Death Called My Name has also been certified as 2 times platinum, meaning that they sold 2 million records.
2 million,
it looks like it's been a pretty good week for Young Boy. Now, back to DJ Academic's tweet. He said a lot in there, actually. He said that he, you know, is at a undisclosed location. Okay, I don't know why Academics was trying to hide this information. I actually did find out where he is at, and it looks like he's pretty much been transferred from the FCI Talladega facility in Alabama to a residential reentry management facility in Phoenix, Arizona. Now, residential reentry management programs are part of the Bureau of Prisons that kind of helps inmates that are transitioning back into society through either 1 halfway houses or 2 supervised release programs. So that's where he is at in Phoenix, Arizona. And I can't lie, this was a quick little bid for Young Boy. You got to remember that he was initially booked on 63 counts. Eventually, he was charged with 46 of those counts, and he was able to plead those down to this 23 or 27 months that he actually had to serve. Now, Academics also said that there is a tour that is locked in for Young Boy. That is some pretty big news for any Young Boy fans, because Young Boy hasn't been able to do any shows or do any tours for, you know, the better half of the last 6 or 7 years. Like, he's had so much legal trouble that he's either been locked up or sitting on house arrest. None of his fans have been able to actually see him live perform his records like that. So according to Academics, there is a tour that is locked in. I'm sure that that will come after the 30 days that he has to serve at this quote unquote certain location in Phoenix, right? Because I'm sure he's not going to get to leave there for a little while, right? Because I'm sure they're not just going to let him leave and go do a tour in his first 30 days. I'm sure that that is restricted, but eventually those restrictions will be lifted and he'll just be left with that 5 years of supervised release that he was given when he took his plea deal. So that will be really interesting to see. I'm sure that it's going to perform well, but I am interested to see, you know, how many shows he books, where all he goes, and how many tickets he can sell, because it's just a stat that we really don't know, because like I said, his history of being in trouble with the law. Moving forward, I don't know if Young Boy will have any more trouble with law enforcement. He does have a pretty terrible record when it comes to staying out of trouble. Hopefully that time that he just spent in prison will open his eyes and allow him to see, you know, the opportunity that he has with his career and being free and the type of life that he could be out here living. Right? I think everybody is pretty much convinced Young Boy is one of them rappers that is really about that. I don't think he really has to prove that to anybody anymore. So moving forward, it would be cool to see Young Boy, you know, take a different approach, but only time will tell. We will have to wait and see. The last thing I want to touch on is India Young Boy's sobriety. Right, when he was locked up, he was in a pretty bad condition when it came to his substance use. It's part of the reason why he got in trouble anyways, because of the whole prescription fraud thing. I'm sure that while he has been in prison, he has probably found time to maintain sobriety to some degree. I'm hoping that for his sake, he will continue to maintain that sobriety and not immediately start messing up when he gets out. But like I said, bro, only time will tell. We'll have to wait and see. For now, that's the video. That's what I got for you guys. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about it in the comments down below. Anyways, that's basically it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, tap the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. As always, it's been fun rocking with y'all, man. I'm out.
Crazy. So I guess he's released. I thought he was going to jail. That's crazy. They sent the military to transport him back. That's weird as fuck.
Like bordering a 1%, like nice white high school, where like if you don't go to college, like what the fuck are you doing? Like kids who went to vocational school would kind of be like putting up your nose at them a little bit, like what are you doing? You're welding. I'm going to Northeastern. I'm going to BU.
Dude, you know? Vocational school. I've never heard that term ever. That's wild. Damn.
Yeah. Vocational school is just like instead of doing like college, you go for like welding or truck driving or something like that, plumbing.
I get it. Yeah.
Electrical apprenticeship, stuff like that. Stuff that actually makes money.
No, yeah. No, I get it. Practical.
The meta where we grew up in Ottawa.
It's called a college and university.
College, university, and government job.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the plan. Was that your plan? What was your What was your plan?
My plan?
Yeah.
Oh man, honestly.
Goddamn flamethrower.
Ottawa's like a government employee town, right?
Yeah.
Fed town.
Fed-town.
But yeah, in my head it was always
fucking dude.
I did like. There was a point when I watched Suits. My high school had a law class that I really liked, and I was like, yeah, you know, being a lawyer looks cool. Like you get to be a little bit of a weasel. It's a little exciting, whatever. But then I think I don't know. You realize that being a lawyer in reality, first of all, you have to take a lot of shit for like a decade. Basically, you have to be like whatever it's called, a paralegal, and work your way up and all this shit, which is valid. Obviously, you gotta like get entrenched. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's like, bro, I can see that. Being a lawyer, and they would like bring people to the school, and the lawyers would say like, this is not Suits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is a pain in the ass.
Boring.
It's boring, very boring. And the exciting trial moments that are in every movie, those are just not. They don't happen. Like, you know what I mean? Especially if you want to make money as a lawyer, right? If you want to make money as a lawyer,
You should be a corporate lawyer.
Exactly. You need to basically make it so that fucking Uniqlo or whatever is able to get away with pouring thousands of fucking. Hundreds of thousands of gallons of fucking oil into the sea. But yeah, I don't know. I like the idea of being a public defender and just I feel like if you're a public defender though, you put up with a lot of shit. Like
You put up with a lot of fucking retards.
yeah,
Interesting.
The kind of people who need a public defender.
it's
No offense, some of them are fine.
that's a noble path with
but
a
a
lawyer.
lot of them are fucking idiots.
I think that's a noble path though for like being a lawyer, but it's obviously not where the money's at. Like you're not incentivized to fight against to be like the David against the Goliath. Like yeah, and yeah, it just seems like a lot of the most famous lawyers are just like famous for getting off OJ or like famous for like getting someone basically
Getting Weinstein out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So alternate universe is Gokanaro is a lawyer.
You're a journalist.
I'm a journalist. Well, no, I wouldn't get a journalism job. I'd do public relations for the government, probably.
Public relations for the government. Lawyer. What's your alternative universe?
There's no alternative universe for Tom.
I don't know that there ever was. I did go to school for journalism though. That's what I went for.
Huh.
But yeah, it was pretty retarded.
Mm.
Well, it was like journalism and media production. So like, it was like kind of adjacent to what I wanted to do because I like writing and I also like video stuff.
But
so
you do journalism.
I was about to
Do
say.
I?
Give us
Yeah, you're a journalist.
give us the horrible soundbite.
Alright.
Do you think you do journalism,
Fuck it.
Tom?
I don't know.
Maybe to an extent. Yeah.
Just say
I mean,
yes.
I do remember the journalistic
Just shoot 'em a
principles
little
when I'm
finger.
doing my work sometimes. It's like, is the information important for the public to know?
Here's the hot take.
Are you reporting it accurately?
Oh, this is like a 2-hour video. Shit, I thought that was like a fucking.
Wise choice.
What's up with this dude that says I went to school to play? I keep seeing this damn video. I don't know why it's popping up in my goddamn shit.